Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss atom and its isotope from the chapter Composition of Matter for class 7. So in this chapter my learning outcomes will be the student will be able to describe the structure of an atom, explain the distribution of electron in an atom, write the symbol, formula, atomic number and mass number of an element, draw and label diagram of them, explain what isotopes are and the list of the uses of radiation. So at the start of my lecture, I will hold a warm-up session with my student and challenge them to tear a pieces of paper into a smallest possible size. And then I will pose a question that can this piece of paper be broken down further? And then we explored the idea on the board by introducing the idea of the atom and building on what students already know about particles. And we discussed the previous knowledge of the student. And then fun thing to do will be we built an atom together by different artifacts which are present. For example, with the Play-Doh or with the beads, and then we represent neutron and proton with the largest size object and with the same mass, but we represent electron with the smaller size than neutron and proton, like an hair plucked from the head. Then, while introducing to the atom, I will be explaining them that an atom is a particle of matter that uniquely defines an element. It is the building block of matter. It consists of a central nucleus that is surrounded by one or more negatively charged electrons. The nucleus is positively charged and contain one or more relatively heavy particles known as protons and neutrons. So why elements is called one element always have a same type of atoms. An atom have two parts, two components. One is called nucleus, another is called electron cloud. And if an atom is a neutral atom, when the number of protons is always equal to number of electron. This will be happen in a case when it's a neutral atom. Now we will see how the atom will be neutralized. So this is the structure, and in this structure you can see a central ring of nucleus, a green ball of electrons, the blue and the red ball of neutrons and proton, and there is a gray rings which representing the orbit. So this is also the same diagram, but if you can see, so now student, you identify, do you find any similar diagram like this? So the orbits are named like N, M, L and K shell, and orbits energy shells are their energy levels. So you can see the center is of proton and neutron, and the electrons are revolving around it. So can anyone tell me, did you see this diagram before, or do you have any idea, or have you seen similar diagram before? Oh yes, you identify right. It is look like a solar system in which we have a central sun emitting energies and planets are revolving around the sun. So what is the similarity? So these are the two models of atom and the solar system. This model of atom look like a solar system. The nucleus which contain the proton and neutron in the center would represent the sun. The electrons are the planet spinning around the nucleus. But there must be some differences. So what is the difference and what is the comparison and what are the similarities? So the atom and the solar system have same center. We can represent the sun as the center part, and electrons are orbiting around the nucleus as the planet orbiting around the sun. The atom can have a large number of electrons just like the sun have many planets, and the 99% of the atom's mass comes from its nucleus that is in the center. So similarly solar system's masses also come from the sun which is in the center. So let's discuss about the components of the atom now. Now you understand completely the structure of the atom. So for the components of the atom, we will have to describe as I have described, the center part is consist of nucleus. So nucleus contain protons and neutrons. Now we will going to discuss what are the charges. As I have mentioned that a neutral atom will have same type of electron and same type of protons. Proton always carry a positive charge and neutrons are always uncharged. The both present inside the nucleus, and the nucleus overall charge will be positive, but proton is positive and neutron is uncharged with no charge on it. That's why nucleus is a positive charge. So orbiting around the nucleus are the electrons, and electrons are negatively charged. So number of electron is equal to the number of proton. Negative and positive of an atom will be equal, then the atom will be neutral, as neutron is doesn't have any charge. Nature prefer balance. So if a particle is positively charged, it will attract negatively charged particle and vice versa. So you all know very well that positive always attract negative and negative always attract positive. That why the neutrality of an atom depends the number of protons present and number of electrons present. If both are the same, then the atom will have the same charge, will have no charge on it. So the number of proton in an atom equals to its atomic number, and the number of proton and neutron together equals to its mass number. So every atom has a unique atomic number. Since electrons are easily gained or lost, that's why we never say the atomic number will be of electron, as electron can be gained or lost as they are orbiting around the nucleus. But protons and neutrons always enclose in the nucleus, and proton and neutrons cannot leave the nucleus very easily. So we can say the number of proton will be equal to the atomic number, and the number of proton and neutron together makes a mass number. Since electron can easily gain or loss, so they determine the overall charge of an atom. The electron is responsible for the overall charging of the atom. So if we represent an element, O is for oxygen, and we can represent with the symbol O, as you read before that every element have their symbols. So we present it with a symbol. O is for oxygen, and at the top we write a mass number, and at the bottom we write their atomic number. So mass number is equal to proton plus neutron, and number of atomic number is the number of protons, that is equal to number of electrons if it is a neutral atom. So we are looking at an oxygen symbol. As the number of electron is equal to the number of proton in an atom, each oxygen atom contain 8 electrons, as you can see on the bottom left corner, that representing the atomic number. So this is an hydrogen number. So as hydrogen atomic number is 1 and mass number is 1, that means hydrogen have 1 proton and 1 electron. Hydrogen is the most common element in the universe and is the fuel that star uses. So proton have positive charge and electron has negative charge, but hydrogen doesn't have neutron. So there are some important facts about atoms. The word atom means undivided. So you cannot divide atom further. This is the smallest particle of the matter or the universe. Atom are the smallest particle that make up elements. An atom identity depend on its number of protons. The three part of atom are the proton, neutrons and electrons. But the space between the electron and the nucleus is so vast, so atom are 99.9% empty space. So there is one you can say authenticity, that existence of atom also mentioned in Quran as well. So there is a verse in the Quran that also says that surely Allah wrongs not even of the weight of an atom or a small ant, but if there is any good done, he double it and give from him a great reward. In this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself telling you the existence of an atom, that atom is there, he is using atom as a comparison of a sin, that if you did a minor sin like an atom, you will be uh, punished, or if you did a good deed, so you will be rewarded even that good deed which is